Hello, everyone. My name is Gavinok, and welcome to episode 3 of the Stanley Parable. Now, if you haven't watched episode 2 or 1, I suggest you go back and watch those two so you can actually know what's happening right now. So, because I'm not going to really explain anything right now, because by now you should have just watched episode 1 and 2.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
What?
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, was that it? No.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
I'm trying to go to the ending
his
where I can.
boss's
It
office.
says escape or whatever when you're in the big room of stuff. Is this it? This is it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yeah.
What could it mean?
Don't know.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the
This
shelf,
is different,
looking
I
behind
think.
paintings, desperate for
This
clues
didn't happen
to
last
his
time?
situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
floating.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Time to go down. Down, 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 down. It didn't load last time. Okay. Okay.
Stanley walked straight
This
ahead
is
through
what
the
I'm looking
large
for.
door
Nope.
that read
Escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
Nope.
on track.
Nuh-uh, bud.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Let's go, Stanley. Dead. What?
As the machine whirred into motion,
Oh,
Stanley was inched
Oh,
closer
no.
and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I can just
Stanley can't
lower.
see
I
the
can
picture.
crouch.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, I'm crouching.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley
What?
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Huh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Hmm. Then those are the two doorways that I get to pick from at one point. Office computers. Huh! Those are the buttons. There is no 0. It's just a big museum of stuff that's in the game. When was this in the game? So I missed that. We'll go left. Never mind, we'll go right. Is this the yeah, that is the elevator that took me up. Is that the Minecraft world? No, that's the Freedom ending. Countdown room. Interesting. What's over there? What is this?
Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Huh. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. The Stanley Parable credits? Is that really it? Huh. So that is it. Huh. That can't be it, right? Oh, exit. Haha, didn't see that.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Turned it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh.
But listen to me.
Whoa.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Do I stop?
You do choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let